My mama's a drug queen pin. I ain't seen her since she went to the pen. Grew up on felony flats, run dudes and masks and hood rats, still stuck in the past, on the fast track to blasting gats and stacking racks, selling crack in plastic bags instead of going to math class. And on my block you might get robbed or stopped by a cop because the way you walk, or shot for a rock till you drop and take his socks to use for his cock when he jacks off. And in our trailer park we took it for what it was, my sis, my mom and me, while grandma watched TV. Shit seemed so simple then. My mom was a harsh hen. When I was 10, she sent me to bed while strange men would pretend to be a friend, but shit's much clearer now. She was wheeling and dealing to all the tweakers who were fiending for another fix, while me and my sis used Vicks to clear up our sinuses just to stay in the public school district around mean-ass kids who didn't know shit about the world in which we live. We ate fucking oven-baked fried chicken for like 2 years. Sometimes didn't eat it all. I don't hold that against my mom though. My mama's a drug queen pin. I ain't seen her since she went to the pen. Gone for 3 years at a time, orange jumpsuits and walking the line. It was like a 5-hour drive just to be sent home because I was wearing stripes. Didn't meet the dress code, put our visitation on hold, staying with Gramps and Grams who were feeling too old for this shit. Hearts growing cold for this shit, and we felt the same way. We just wanted our mom to stay for a day and not lay around in pain from withdrawals and shame while we listened to the rain and played lame games to remain sane, but our cat in the hat never came. My mama's a drug queen pin. I ain't seen her since she went to the pen. I always wondered when I was younger why mom didn't have a job, and then I got older, realized why she'd always be looking over her shoulder, pushing Sam and I along like she was rolling a boulder, cause she knew she couldn't get caught holding 1,500 in illegal narcotics in her back pocket while the kids watched the cops slap cuffs on her wrists and lock them. Then 2 weeks later we'd see her face in a busted newspaper in Target saying, "Ma, please stop it." Let me tell you about this cat. She's got short hair, it's black, she cute as fuck, and that's that. Doesn't take no shit, not from me, not from anyone, you see. She's like a butterfly mixed with a bee, walks elegantly but not afraid to sting. She'll take you to the ring, KO in the first 3 like Muhammad Ali, intoxicate you with her beauty, then make you wanna flee. But I can't resist her. Every moment I'm away, I miss her. She's got me singing. Ramona's a supernova. She'll still remain when this is over. Ramona's a supernova. She'll still remain when this is over. She's got no shame, clumsy in the most adorable way. She sways as if to portray a blue jay on a windy day in the rain that's been led astray. It's the best. And when she rests, her chest inflates at such a pace that I can't help but gaze. I'm amazed by the way she lays, and don't get me started about her face. Ramona's a supernova. She'll still remain when this is over. Ramona's a supernova. She'll still remain when this is over. This girl's so sweet, it's such a treat. When I'm in need of a little love and care, she's there in a heartbeat. Won't ever leave me reeling like a fleet stuck at sea, floating on and on past the borders of our galaxy. Her eyes are mesmerizing like the stars in the sky, and her soul radiates, it's so damn bright. And I know you got someone on your mind who makes you feel just like mine does. Lost in space, brains nebulous in a haze. This love ain't a phase, but I'm hooked, so it must have been laced. I know my place, and in my case I feel pulled in by a gravity, attracted by a density. Things are just the way they seem, and she knows that when she goes, the world will be singing.
Ramona's a supernova. She'll still remain when this is over. Ramona's a supernova. She'll still remain when this is over.
I used to idolize anyone, chasing the dream like I was Hunter S. Thompson, crawling the strip in Vegas, high as fuck on all sorts of drugs, living it up any way that he wants, and that used to be me. Just wanna be free, spread my wings to the ceiling and fly through this pipe dream straight into the sun, so I can start melting just like all these colors that I am seeing. There's a paradigm, the dude's gotta be chasing dimes all the time. Not gonna lie, I've tried, right? My might is no longer bright. I've got no more fight inside for what society tells me I should be, so now I do shit for myself. My pedestal is a shelf. It's some grocery store, I hope for more, but I'm a bore, and I'm sore towards whores who abhor being cared for. Pussy worn, torn, born to be a human sheath for men's swords, and eventually she'll randomly be tossed to sea just to wash up on shore for the next Joe Schmo to be. Fuck me. It's the American dream though, I guess. Suppose now would be the time to sing, cause no one really listens unless you glisten or say something obscene. That's a recipe. Now preheat to 450, set the timer 215, get your mitts on when you hear the beep. Y'all a bunch of fucking sheep just like me, living the American dream. What a beautiful sight to see. Honestly, we should preserve ourselves and universally agree to freeze our bodies massively, leaving no chance that we won't see what the future brings. How's that for a chorus? Sorry bro, that one bored us, so now I'll go have some unprotected sex and force my girl to get an abortion, cause a kid, I can't afford one. That's just how it goes.
Everyone's all about making that bread, but we gotta get that shit out of our heads. Do something nice for someone instead. Working that 9 to 5 got you spending all day in bed. Bled, dry sheets, red, dead and spent.
But we've forgotten where the wealth really lies, and it's turned us rotten. So now we're plotting against all our kin, living in a state of despair like we're all just made of tin. It's consuming this diluted life we've all polluted. But that's the American dream though, I guess. There's so many haters these days, caught in a maze of their brain, even though the road's already been paved. And I've said a lot so far, but this is the last thing I'll say. If you ain't loved, then you ain't lost. So you can toss your negativity my way, and that's okay, cause I'll be the first to admit all I do is clout chase. Recognize. I want to talk about this feeling in my gut, thinking about a bird that's got me running around a whole lot. With my hands up and out, drool dripping from my mouth, hoping she'll rest on wings with me instead of catching the breeze to the south. I've always been an optimist, sprinting towards Catalyst, hoping that this kiss, which brings me bliss, won't end up being missed after a month or two of everything being all good. Just to have my body tossed in a slew with stitches on my chest cause my heart's been removed. Right now, my brain's drenched in oxytocin. Girl, it feels so good, how could this be a sin? Vibing off a couple of shots in a hurricane of emotion. Rest your head on my chest, that's a problem for the morning.
There's lava in my stomach. Oh, it's so unbecoming. I swallow down everything your love brings. Oh, I might be jaded from those who came before you. I'll put that shit aside for everything your love brings.
We both got our demons, mine be scheming in my ear, got me feeling like my skin's peeling, no capacity for healing. Just want someone to lean on, fall asleep on, wake up and fuck with till the break of dawn. But I gotta be the only one. And so I stay waiting for the day when we officially more than friends, ignoring average trends, recognize we a couple of gems, work together instead of only seeing red. Kick our feet up on the bed and take deep breaths, cause in the end it's just a test of time and endurance. But baby, when I'm with you, the clock stops making progress.
Don't go saying shit like you don't know where it's gonna go. Cause you do, oh you do, and so do I. Don't go saying that you really gotta go. Cause you do, oh you do, and so do I. But I'd rather stay here through the night, our bodies veiled by moonlight.
Back to that feeling right below my diaphragm, which shows me where I really stand. The one that's got this pen in my hand, writing about how I feel like I just got punched in the gut or slammed by a ram. I don't want to be vulnerable, cause I almost didn't make it back from being there before. So now I'm torn between the happiness you bring and maybe being split apart at the seams. Never been like me not to take a risk, so now I'll dive head first into this abyss like you're my Beatrice. And this is my cathartic comedy, even Lilith can't stop me.
Now I'll go through the motions, floating in an ocean of notions. Won't make no commotion, just live by my devotion.
It's time for a jock track, but I never wore jock straps or jockey hats. In fact, in class with those dudes, I'd avoid eye contact. Could never throw a football very far, or dunk, cause I ain't tall at all. But now I'll talk about how I got the best raps and no one can contest that. This one's for those who gonna say my flow is slow till I blow a hole to their soul and show them the role in this world we live in as a whole. Here we go. You can't relate directly to me cause the way I think is far beyond your capabilities. It stings when I have to sing to appeal to these people when the words I speak mean much more to me. That's a build up. So now put your hands up, now put them back down, and now back up again, but this time with a frown. That's it. The unexpected and re-elected time and time again. This might put me underground, but at least I went down swinging. Won't put up no walls, cause I got an arsenal, endless and frightening. Not only is my flow savage as fuck, but I got it on lockdown, savage as fuck. Y'all know what I'm talking about, savage as fuck. Hey, say it with me one more time, savage as fuck. How many times can I get you to say savage as fuck? So far would be 6, savage as fuck. One more time just for kicks, savage as fuck. Now describe me in 3 words, an atypical rapper, changing the game while still remaining relevant and sane. My wordplay will have you caught in a daze. My phrases like solving a puzzle that leads to a maze where the exit's a dark cave. Don't worry, it's safe, cause once you get there, I'll be there too, and we'll be singing.
I'm an anomaly as far as they can see. I can't be explained. They wanna peek inside my brain, cause in the best way I'm strange, but I'll never be estranged. Everyone be like, he's an anomaly as far as we can see. He can't be explained. I wanna peek inside his brain, cause damn that dude's so strange, but I never want him to change. And then it echoes, they an anomaly as far as I can see. They can't be explained. I wanna peek inside their brain, cause in the best way they're strange, and I'd never want them to change.